All right, so real quick, I want to share something with my viewers and followers and all of my spiritual people, my kings and queens, and our gods and goddess, and everybody who in tune with your powers or whatever. Right? So the key to accessing most of your powers is to understand that it's two of you, right? And I'm not talking about uh just the good and the bad version. What I mean is that there's the flesh you who represents the day when you wake up, you walk around, all the activities you do in the flesh, whether you go to the beach, whether you have sex, you go hang out, you go to the club, you fight, no matter what you do, you practice, you train, you play baseball, football, basketball, hockey, soccer, tennis, golf, uh, uh, whatever, lacrosse, water polo, it don't matter, ride go-karts, whatever you do during the day, uh, and the flesh you, and then there's the you that has to go to sleep in the morning because you have to get up, uh, go to sleep at night because you have to get up in the morning, right? The spirit side of you. So the spirit side of you uh, is actually roaming while you sleep sometimes, or just you might not know it, but it's working. You are working in your sleep. You're working your spirit. You know, so during the day, you work in your physical body. During the night, or whenever you sleep, even if you sleep during the day, you're working your spiritual body. So if you remember that, everything I've taught y'all leading up to this, when you understand that this fish tank we're living in, it's amazing, man. It's a fucking huge fish tank with huge fucking turtles that got big trees growing on top, a lot of dead bodies. We are here to practice and to uh, battle, if it makes sense. Well, not battle, battle beings and beasts we wasn't supposed to battle. We're not here to kill each other as humans, but we were supposed to be here to battle uh, spiritual and physical, um, demonically possessed other beings, like that beast that's in the ocean and the dragon that's in the ocean, right? And many other, but I think the Bible boys before us, they did a hell of a job of making sure the earth stays safe for us, and that with our heavenly Father with the flood for Noah. He wiped out a lot of the beasts because he knew when we come, we wouldn't be big enough, and we wouldn't have enough time to perfect our powers. Well, some of us would, but most of us would not have enough time to perfect the powers that we may need to kill something like a Leviathan or a dragon of that fucking size inside the ocean. You know what I mean? Or the beast that's in the Gulf of Mexico. You know what I'm saying? Because the beast that's in the Gulf of Mexico, right? Just to, um, nah, I don't even want to say that, y'all, because that shit might come out wrong. Motherfuckers might be like, this nigga. But yeah, I'm gonna leave that. But look, let's say this. Um, we have enough power as humans to destroy whatever we want if we wanted to, right? Remember I was teaching y'all that, but the Heavenly Father prohibit us, if I'm saying that right, to destroy things we're not supposed to. Like, let's say if I wanted to take out a whole civilization, right? Or if someone wanted to take out a whole civilization, or not civilization, or a whole town, city, right? And they use their powers inaccurately and cause meteorites to fall on that city. Maybe let's say about 10 meteorites, right? And they fucking smack that city up. I mean, bust it up big time. Boom, 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 boom. Fuck up houses, cars, everything. Kill everything in its path. Ain't nothing they can do to stop it. You feel me? The meteorites come down too heavy and too hard, right? And they kill everything and everyone in its path. Then you will then have to answer to the Heavenly Father, because there's certain things we're not supposed to touch that he is going to touch. He himself. You feel me? And for instance, right, let's say you got a group of whoever they are, terrorists, right? And these terrorists feel big and bad when they got their bulletproof vests on, guns, right? But they forget one thing. They're human, right? And let's say, well, what God would do is strip them of everything they feel powerful when they have. If they feel powerful around their boys, Heavenly Father, take away their boys. You feel powerful when you got a gun in your hand, He'll take away the gun, take away the bulletproof vest, and now you have to walk alone through the shadow of the valley of death by yourself with no weapons. You now have to fight your battles with no guns, no stick, no knives, no backup, just you by yourself. And when you look in the shadow of the valley, when you walking down the valley of the shadow of death, and you see a fucking eye that don't look human and it's just peeking at you, and you ain't got no gun and you can't shoot, you like, oh man, what the fuck? You know, and you start. That's just the Heavenly Father showing you that if you want to, He can He can scare you so bad you'll piss and shit your pants like a little girl. Well, I can't even say little girl because, you know, like let's just say a bitch, because that's more, more presentable. Or you're pissed and shit your pants. No, you know what? Like a homeless person, right? Because a homeless person piss and shit, but they don't piss and shit their pants, I guess. How can I say? But you get what I'm saying. He'll turn you to a little fucking boy if you're a grown man. If you're a grown woman, he'll turn you to a little girl. Right? But it don't take much to scare women. So that's why this message don't really goes out to the women, like that. But it goes out to the men, because the men are the ones who think they're, you know, they abuse their power for all the wrong, reasons and stuff. But what I'm saying is, the Heavenly Father can just scare you, really bad. Those are for people who challenge the Heavenly Father. You know what I mean? Curse him out. Fuck you, motherfucker. Come down here. I'll fuck your shit up, bitch. You know, that type of stuff. Tough guys, when they got all the tools to make them feel tough, but when they ain't got no tools, they feel naked, And so if God didn't really fight in the war in heaven, is He got the power to just kick people out, which He already did. But just look at the beast that's in the ocean real quick. If God can grab that shit by his back and break his back in half like it ain't nothing, any one man couldn't kill that fucking dragon with no weapons at all. Not even an army. Not all the militaries in the world combined couldn't kill it without, couldn't kill it with just their bare hands and feet. That shit is huge, right? But the Heavenly Father can. So when you're disrespecting Him, when you're talking shit to Him, you got to remember that. You know what I'm saying? You have to remember that. He's not there's nothing more mightier than Him. Nothing. He is the greatest in the world. No one more powerful than Him. And so if He trusts you with certain powers, right? if he's trusting you with certain powers, and he tells you, don't touch this, don't do this, don't do this. If you know, if I was to give you these powers, there's certain things you are not allowed to do with them for me to continue to trust you. If you do this, we'll script you. I'll script you from having these powers, and you go back to, to where you was, and then so. But some people don't know that they just gifted with it because the Heavenly Father want to see what they would do with it, what all they would do. So he don't even let them know that he has given them the power, but they go out, they start controlling the wind, the air, meteorites, tornadoes, hurricanes, the water. They start controlling all those things. The Heavenly Father sitting back watching them like, okay, he's not doing nothing wrong. You know what I mean? And then you have some that goes out and they use the powers to destroy, to hurt, to do things, for evil purposes. That's why the Heavenly Father say, I forgot what exactly it was, but when the wrong people discover their powers in today's world, when enough of them, say, let's just say an army, right? You got this racist, murderous military or army, whoever they are, right? Just evil as hell. And all of them found out how to use the powers, and they start using it, right? Heavenly Father said he will cause the meteorites to fall upon the earth himself and kill them all. Do away with everybody. When everybody find out, or if they ever find out how to access their godly powers. Remember, your godly powers is the sleep side of you. It's powerful as hell, right? So think about it like this, and I'm going to give you, this is, if you made it this far in this video, it's going to be really critical. So you have to listen very carefully now. And this is only for the people that's in the clouds, if there's any in the clouds with me. Otherwise, you will not understand a damn thing about what I'm about to say. It's going to fuck you up, right? So pay attention. All right, when you are a woke, right? Whoever you are, doesn't matter. Whoever you are, whatever your title is, I'm talking about your physical body. You know how strong you are, right? That's you. That's your physical strength. Your physical strength, that is you, right? But when you are asleep, that is also you. But think about this. When you're asleep, you are considered what? Defenseless. You cannot defend yourself, right? You cannot, because somebody can walk up on you, choke you to death while you sleep, slit your throat while you sleep, steal shit from you while you sleep. If it depends on if you're a hard sleeper or not. People could do a lot of shit to you, walk up on you, start punching you in your face, stomping on your face and shit while you sleep, hit you in the head with a hammer while you sleep, smack you across the head with a rock while you sleep. They can do a lot of fucked up shit to you while you sleep. Inject you with some shit, give you a disease in your sleep while you sleep. You know what I'm saying? It can really fuck you up while you sleep. So you consider defenseless while you sleep. But actually, your sleep version represents your spirit version of you. And your spirit version of you is fucking mighty, dog. You don't even have a fucking clue. You don't have a fucking clue how powerful you are and what you can fucking really do. So when you're asleep, you are just walking in your spirit form. Your spirit form is just as old as your flesh form. But your flesh form will deteriorate no matter how sexy you think you are, no matter how beautiful you think you are. Have you ever noticed that you have to constantly fucking work out all the time? It's like you have to keep praying to the Heavenly Father, right? All the time in your spirit form. in your flesh form. Think about it. If you got a beautiful body right now, you know your body's sexy, you straight, man or woman, right? Don't work out for fucking 6 months. Watch what happens. You be sloppy than a motherfucker, right? You start getting a fucking stomach, your stomach hanging out, you grow fucking titties and shit. Your body start looping and growing all kind of funny ways and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you just eating and getting a proper workout. You get what I'm saying? So your flesh body will deteriorate, but your spirit body won't. Your spirit is so fucking powerful, dog. Now, why am I saying this? Probably thought I switched the subject, but I didn't. And I hope you caught on to that. That was a clue. Your spirit form when you go to sleep, bro, is fucking powerful. But you always had that dream when you went to sleep that made you thought you was a bitch. Now, what dream am I talking about? You know that dream where you was being tormented by them demons, or the dream when you couldn't even move, or the fucking dream where you dream you was falling. You don't know how the fuck you was falling, but you woke up just before you hit the ground, or the dream with somebody trying to kill you or killed you in your dream. Those are the demons tormenting your soul to try to stop you from understanding how powerful you are in your sleep version. Now, yeah, granted, your soul, your physical body is vulnerable while you're sleeping because of motherfucker, all the facts I just named. And way more, But, you fucking sleep, motherfucker, pour hot grease on your ass or something, hot water. But anyway, we ain't gonna get into that. You understand that. But while you're sleeping, your spirit that's actually roaming, it doesn't know how powerful it is. And why am I saying this? Because this fucking fish tank that we live in, everything that we see and know, and no matter how many it is of us, no one can still figure out how to get the fuck out of this giant damn fish tank. No one. The closest they got was to Antarctica. Something in this fish tank that we're in near Antarctica has a whole lot of fucking secrets about it. A lot of fucking secrets. A lot of secrets. Area 51 ain't got shit on Antarctica. And that's probably where they took some of the aliens from that's in Area 51, if there's any and ever was any aliens in Area 51. It probably all came from Antarctica anyway. Right? So that's the closest they got. Maybe Antarctica is literally on the glass of this big ass fish tank we in. But if we want to break the glass, do we really want to break the glass and see what we might be inside a fish tank and the Heavenly Father's living room or kitchen or something, or basement or something? He probably got huge pets walking around his house, and we fuck around and crack this glass that we live in and fall out on the goddamn floor, and we don't know what's on the floor. We don't know what's down there. We fucking die just falling from the fish tank, or whatever is on. If it's not on the floor, he might have the fish tank on the goddamn on a stool or something. And if we was to crack the glass to this fish tank and get out, which that's impossible, we would never be able to do that, ever. So the spirit side of you is connected to this whole fish tank. So your spirit is your thoughts. That's all it is. And remember, this fish tank that we're in, everything run off of your thoughts. Not yours personally, right? But somebody created the fucking computer that controls every fucking thing in this goddamn fish tank that we're living in on these turtles. The fucking computer controls it. Cars, they gotta have computer chips. Computers, they have computer chips. AI ran by computers. Robots ran by computers. Every fucking thing except bikes, but electric bikes gotta have computers now, computer chips. You see? So all of that comes from your brain. And just like that, you're able to control anything you want. Anything you want, however you want, it just depends. But if I was decide that I want to take out a whole army and I didn't get permission from the Heavenly Father, and let's say I cause 15 meteorites to go and smack smack a whole entire city, and it do it and take out a whole city, right? Now I have a price to pay. I have to answer to the Heavenly Father because I didn't go to him. That's why I love my powers, because I can never make a mistake. I can never make a mistake. Our other brothers and sisters and whoever else that has powers, they can make mistakes because they just, like I said, the Heavenly Father giving them the powers and they haven't even given him the glory. Some of them did. Some of them doing their videos, but a lot of them don't. They just have fun with their powers, but they're not even using them to do bad though. But the Heavenly Father is still watching them. You know what I'm saying? So if they was to do something bad, Heavenly Father like, okay, see me, I can't do anything bad because I go to the Heavenly Father for permission, which means that I would never be able to make a mistake ever. Because before I do something, I will go to the Heavenly Father and seek permission. You know what I'm saying? And if he grant me the permission, I know I can't lose. But that's the only thing I don't like about some of my powers, because I have to go to the Heavenly Father for them. Versus other people, they don't, because they don't know they're being watched by the Heavenly Father and they don't care. They can access their power on the go. Or versus me, there are certain powers that I have to seek permission to access, to get a hold to. Otherwise, it's going to be dire consequences for me, by the Heavenly Father. And so I just want to share that. If you understand what I'm saying, those of you who been following me from day one and you know about your powers, you know what I'm saying. If you don't know about your powers and not in tune with your powers, this may sound a little crazy to you. But anyways, though, still, I have a safe good night or day wherever you are. Stay safe and peace out.